Born on the African continent in Nigeria, most of what I have known of Africa has been from that perspective. As I took this journey to a part of Africa that I knew far less about, I was in great anticipation of the great adventure ahead. As I departed from Cape Town International Airport that had welcomed me to the self-proclaimed mother city, I was greeted by the immensely beautiful surrounding views that was the captivating sight of nature in the energetic and vibrant city that is Cape Town. I hope you enjoy this journey with me, so get ready, get comfortable, and let's go, go, go.
Hello, welcome to the Universe of Corridor. This is another vlog, this time in Cape Town, South Africa. It's December. The weather in Cape Town is amazing, it's glorious. I'm currently at Table Mountain, just at the bottom of Table Mountain, heading to the top to go to get some amazing views of the whole city, but you can see a lot of the city behind me as well. So Table Mountain is just up. Let's see if we can catch it there. So you should be able to see the cable car in the background. So yeah, it's another vlog in South Africa, Cape Town. Enjoy!
Table Mountain is an immensely beautiful tourist attraction. If you do come to Cape Town, I definitely recommend that you come to Table Mountain. So Table Mountain is a flat top mountain that overlooks Cape Town, and then, as I said, it's a monumental, great tourist attraction. It's often covered in a cloud, which is known as the tablecloth, as you can see. The highest point is 1,086 meters, or 3,563 feet above sea level. To give you an idea of relative scale, that's taller than the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world that's located in Dubai. When you get to the top of Table Mountain, and you get great views of so much of Cape Town. There are an estimated 2,200 species of plants on the mountain alone, many which are unique to the mountain and can be found nowhere else in the world. Table Mountain is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It gets its name from the flat top that it has, so it looks like a table, a mountain that looks like a table. Approximately 800,000 people visit Table Mountain every year. It's thought to be one of the oldest mountains in the world. Lion King, the scene where the cub Simba is held over the mountain, was inspired by Table Mountain. I've just made that up, but I think it sounds really cool, so it might be true. If you do come to Table Mountain, I recommend staying until sunset, because the amazing sunset views over Table Mountain, over Cape Town, are absolutely breathtaking. Additionally, the lights of Cape Town at night are just something that are great and fantastic and amazing and just mesmerizing to see. Be warned, Table Mountain does get very cold at night, so do take a jumper or a jacket or something to keep you warm. As I was freezing, I definitely recommend Table Mountain as a tourist attraction. It's very inexpensive.
I've come to Seaport, you can see behind me, beautiful, beautiful scenery, and I've just met some people who said that they wanted to be on camera, so I'm just going to hand it over to them, hear from them about what living in Cape Town is like for them. Hello?
I'm Kalina Swangu, I'm from Elsies.
Nice.
I come to visit here, the beach, because then Elsies is no beach.
And how long have you lived in Cape Town?
Oh, I'm born here in Cape Town.
Born in Cape Town, okay. What have improved in Cape Town over the years?
A lot of nice stuff here in Cape Town. Cape Town is a very beautiful place.
It is, isn't it? What kind of things do you like in particular?
One day I will have my own business here at the sea.
Okay. And do you have a business at the moment, or what do you...
No, I'm still working. After retirement, I will have my own business.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm a machinist.
You're a machinist?
Yes.
Okay, and what does that involve?
We make clothes, jeans, overalls.
Okay.
I'm working here.
Oh, nice. So you made the clothes that you're wearing?
Yes.
Awesome, fantastic. So if anybody was to come to Cape Town or South Africa, what one thing would you say to them they should do?
I like to, if you come to South Africa, you must be very, you must be very Very be careful what you do and what you say. But South Africa is a very nice place.
Okay. And any one particular place they should go to, or type of food they should eat?
Yeah, it's very a lot of restaurants. You can eat any food you want.
Okay.
Like me, I like pop and meat.
Pop and meat?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I've come to the waterfront in Cape Town. It's meant to have lots of different attractions. So just behind me, you should be able to see the Cape Wheel. Okay, so after what was meant to be an hour walk from the hotel to the waterfront, ended up being a 3-hour walk because I kept getting distracted, taking pictures and so on. But I finally made it to the waterfront, and as you can see behind me, that is the Cape Wheel. So the Cape Wheel, to me, seems like it's very similar to the London Eye in London. So it's a big Ferris wheel. People can get on it, ride to the top, and see great, I'm sure, aerial views of the local area. So I'm not going to go on it because I've done things like London Eye before. But I'm guessing if you like those kind of things, do come along, do check it out. I'm sure you can find some videos about it on YouTube. So yeah, this is the waterfront, and I'm just going to go and have a walk around now.
The V&A waterfront in Cape Town is an area to go to if you're looking for shopping, if you're looking for food, if you're looking to experience some of the culture in Cape Town. Located at the foot of Signal Hill, it's a tourist showpiece, a place where crowds come to eat, drink, shop, socialize, and admire the amazing views of Table Mountain in the background. There are lots and lots of ways to enjoy your time when you come to the V&A waterfront. I walked around and looked and took in the sights and the scenery. There are lots of boats docked in the area as well, so it's always nice if you're someone who likes to go out onto the sea, onto the ocean, onto the water. You can just take in the sights of the water, the boats coming in and out. You can have some great traditional South African food. They also have lots of European options as well, South American options, North American options. So you can find pretty much anything that you'd like to eat here. It also has great music, great places to buy arts and crafts. It is one of South Africa's and one of Africa's most visited historical and cultural sites, bringing together lots of people from around the world. It's very lively, energetic, full of lots of friendly, happy, engaging, welcoming people. It's great to spend both the morning and the daytime here. You can spend the whole day and the whole evening filling your appetite, filling your eyes, walking, talking, and just enjoying yourself. It's just a minute away from Nelson Mandela Museum and a trip to Robben Island, which later on in this video you will see that I go to.
I've just come to a restaurant called Caribou South African Dining. So just as I came to sit down, you just saw those guys were singing and performing. I didn't get to talk to them to ask them about what it was that they were performing about. But yeah, it made for great content, so I've added it. Hope you enjoyed it. So now I'm just sitting here waiting for my food. Actually, I haven't even ordered yet, so I need to order. But look at this view behind me. Hopefully you can see it. But great mountain view behind me. So yeah, that's my view for dinner, which is great. I'm sat outside because this is the only place that they had a seat, but I'm more than happy with that. So yeah, I'm gonna get some food. I'll show you guys it when it comes. So I ordered the oxtail, which is cooked in a certain type of way in red wine, and it comes with butter bean, tomatoes, carrots and spices, and it's served with basmati rice. So here it is. I mean, the presentation is amazing. Look at that. Yeah, so again, it's the oxtail cooked in red wine with some carrots, spicy beans, and basmati rice. And then this is the side which I ordered, and it's called putu and chakalaka. If I'm honest, it just sounds like a really cool dance move. So yeah, putu and chakalaka. I think it's also some tomatoes, some spices. Okay, time to tuck in. As you can see, I got my usual standard tap water, as I always do. Stay hydrated, people, stay hydrated. Okay, time to tuck in. Let's go. So I've mixed some of the rice with the stew that's coming. So let's see what it tastes like. Oh my. That's so good. How to describe it? It's savory. It's definitely a savory taste. There's a subtle, slight sweetness to it as well, which is just, I'm loving this contrast in taste. The spicy beans are also very nice. Whoa. Really, really good. So now let me try the putu and chakalaka. Wow. The spices hit me just like, wow, wow. As soon as I tried it on, I mean, amazing. Wow.
Thank you so much. A wonderful evening. Thank you for taking the CD and right, it could be. Yeah, it's an investment. It's an investment. Because CDs are going out of fashion. So if you have a CD, it's like, you guys have a CD, right? You have a CD.
Not
These
yet,
guys,
though, have a CD.
they make good choices. These two make good. Another person who makes a wise choice.
Woo!
Anybody else over there making good choices on the 2nd of January? She's already got a CD. She's very clever. She's ahead of the pack, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful night and a happy, happy life.
Everyone, so today is going to be a pretty comprehensive day because I'm doing a sightseeing tour of most of Cape Town, or tourist parts of Cape Town. I'm at Maiden's Cove, I think, at the moment, which is near Camps Bay, and so this is where we are starting the tour. They picked me up at the hotel, so they picked me up at New King's Hotel, and now with a number of other guests and tourists, we're going to be sightseeing throughout the area. So yeah, enjoy the stay. It's going to be really good. There are lots of things that we're going to see. Enjoy.
Nobody wanted to live here because it was too far from town. There was a farm here, sailors who had fallen ill out on sea. A number of street cafes to the left, always popular with people. Restaurants, some very expensive, very good. Bei Hotel, Restaurants, was wie guten, sind viel zu teuer. Just brief eventually developed into a fishing harbour. The populated area there, that's Imizamuyetu, a township. I'll deal with that a bit later again.
Okay, so we've come to Chapman's Peak, second stop on this sightseeing tour. Yeah, it is immensely beautiful. I'm going to show you the beach and the sea and the landscape behind me. But yeah, behind me just there, you should be able to see Chapman's Peak sign. And then look at this. I mean, golly. Woo! This is beauty. This is nature. This is awesome.
So Chapman's Peak does require a car to get to. So if you do come to Cape Town, you'd need to organize some kind of tour. As I did, I went to TripAdvisor and I found some there, or I asked my local hotel. It's a wonderful drive to get there, and it's just as great to be there, take pictures and videos and just take in the sights. Definitely recommended as one of the things to do when in Cape Town. Absolutely stunning, beautiful drive, beautiful views, beautiful day, beautiful country.
We've arrived at the next point on the tour, which is Cape of Good Hope, Cape Point, Table Mountain National Park. So yeah, this is the entrance to it. It's quite a very scenic place to go. There is a cable car which is just coming over there, a tram which can take you up to the top. It has baboons which you should not attempt to feed for your own safety.
So the next stop on the tour was the Boulders Penguin Colony. So you may not know, but penguins are actually indigenous to South Africa. The Boulders Penguin Colony is also known as Boulders Beach. This is the first time in my life I'd ever gotten to see penguins up close. I had hoped I'd actually be able to be on the beach with them, because I'd seen online that other people get to go on the beach sometimes, be a bit closer to the penguins. But unfortunately, on this trip, we weren't able to for various reasons. The beach has lots and lots of penguins. I think it's meant to be up to several hundreds are there. It does make for a really good sight to go there. I've never seen penguins before in my life, and the chance to see so many together was amazing. The good thing about Boulders Beach is, unlike going to a zoo where penguins or animals are trapped in cages, these penguins are very much free.
Okay, so it's the next day following yesterday's tour, which felt very rushed, so I don't know what the content's going to look like, but hopefully it's good for you guys. But today it's going to be slightly different. So it's another tour, but I've reduced the number of things we're doing. So we're going to do a township tour, see some of the parts of Cape Town that you may not necessarily see if you come here as a tourist, and then the Bo-Kaap area, which is an area that has a lot of colourful houses to it. So I'm with a minicab driver who is going to, or a minicab company, as you can see there, who's going to take me around with an organisation that, or with somebody he knows, and we're just stopping off, guessing, because he needs to get some supplies or so. Yep, so here goes for another day of sightseeing in Cape Town.
Townships in Cape Town. It dates back in 1927.
Okay.
It was established under the Urban Areas Act of 1923.
Okay.
It was named after a king, and his name was Langa Township.
Okay.
So Langa Township was a rebellion. So he rebels against the Natal government.
Okay.
In the late 18th century. He was therefore arrested, sent in life in prison, but he was released under the British intervention in 1875.
Okay.
So Langa is a very small community, about 478 hectares in size.
Okay.
It's bounded by the National Road number 2.
Okay.
The road that takes you from the airport downtown. It would be Venka Drive, Epping Industrial Area, as well as the railway track.
Okay.
So population-wise, based on the stats that were recorded in 2011, over 55,000 people are viewed to be living in this community.
Okay.
With 10 public schools, 5 primary schools, 4 high schools, and 1 higher learning adult center.
Okay.
So the oldest primary, it dates back in 1935.
Okay.
And the oldest secondary dates back in 1937.
Okay.
So the language predominantly spoken by many here would be Xhosa.
Okay.
Xhosa, which is my mother tongue language.
Okay.
It's a language that is characterized by the clicks we make when we speak, using letter C. C in the form of ititi, ucoceko, ucanzibe, ucikitane. X as in ikoko, umkokozi, ukukokoka, ukam, uyatoka. Then Q will be ikaka, likakakeka, kukakaka, likakanjeba, likakuva, mkolo. Very easy if you know it, and less complicated. So this township of Langa, it's a very diverse community. That is why it's very much important while we drive. You take note of the social and the economic dimensions that exist in a single community.
So just to start off, what defines a township? So what makes a township a township?
The word township on its own, under Oxford Dictionary, it is a new residential suburb. But over the years, township, it has been associated with a lot of negative things, such as the poor infrastructure, poverty, the corrugated units which you might see coming from the airport downtown, spilling along the road. But township under Oxford Dictionary, it's stipulated that it is a new residential area. But mostly in South Africa, townships were actually developed by then the authorities of the apartheid regime to actually force people to move from areas closer to the suburb and actually place them on the outskirts of the community where there was no political or economic power. So if you might have visited the area known as the District 6 area, you might realize that during 1900, black colored Indians and the European descendants, they lived closer together into the inner city of the Cape. But people were forcibly removed under the Group Areas Act of 1915, which led to many people moving the areas closer to the outskirts or to the Greater Cape Flats, and they were placed there under the Group Areas Act of 1915. So most of the people were moved into the inner city to a place in land that had no economic power or no political power. They were to come into the bigger city. They had to carry a document notoriously known as the Dome Pass, then have a mutual agreement with then authorities of the apartheid, stating clearly that you can come into the city, but you'll stay for a period of time. But if one failed to do so, many were subject to being evicted out of the unit, deported back into the rural countryside. So in here, we have about a family per room, as opposed to different families back then. But here, it's an apartment. Family apartment. 2 bedrooms, bathroom, a living area. So, construction is occurring, but it's very unfortunate that things are not occurring as fast as one would love. So one will call this particular area that we are driving to the Beverly Hills of Langa.
The Beverly Hills of Langa,
Yeah, it's where you'd found people were vacant for their money, professionals by profession, in the form of doctors, teachers, business people, lawyers, you name it. You find them in this particular area. But the great thing that I admire mostly about the people that live in this area, and many of us living on the other side, is that 9 out of 10 we get along very well.
So you're a resident of Langa?
I beg your pardon?
You live here?
I live here. I've been staying here for 30 years of my life.
30 years,
So on this other side, left and the right hand side, it's a new development that has been taking place, where the government is removing tiny corrugated units, replacing them with beautiful apartments. So progress is occurring, construction is occurring, but things are not occurring as fast as one would certainly anticipate.
Okay.
So people get these units for free. What they do is to pay meters for water and buy their own electricity. The houses are installed with prepaid meter box appliances. So people purchase electricity according to how they afford.
Sure, okay.
In front of us, this is the poorest part of our own community.
Okay.
It might be regarded by many as the less privileged.
Okay.
As you can see, shacks spilling along the road right inside. The reasons why these shacks occur, it's because of the influx of people coming from the villages.
Okay.
Just look at the contrast. From the other side, the shacks, then on the other side, beautiful houses. So all the people who live in those tiny corrugated units, they are in a waiting list to get a property from the government.
Okay.
But it is very unfortunate that things, they are not occurring as fast as one would love or anticipate.
Okay.
Langa meat market.
Okay.
Shop right you save, you name it. Sometimes you don't need to go to town to do our businesses, we can do it here locally.
Okay.
People selling anything from free-range chickens, fruit and veg stores, electrical appliances, liquor stores, a supermarket. We'll also see people who are doing barbecue. We call it braai.
Okay.
You will eat meat here up until you drop. That is why many of us suffer from an uncharacteristic syndrome known as 1 pack instead of 6 pack. It's a high consumption of barbecue. In front of us, this is where 6 people were killed and many more were injured in protest against the past laws. 21st of March 1960.
Okay.
When a leader of the Pan Africanist Congress by the name Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe, he led a past campaign when he said to the people, leave your passport at home, go to the nearest police station, let them arrest you. Sobukwe knew black people strength with the numbers and the state have not built enough prisoners to arrest everybody, so he wanted to make prisoners overflowing and influx control uncontrollable. So the march led to 69 people being killed nationwide, and the day was dubbed it as the Shovel Massacre, and today we celebrate it as the Human Rights Day. So we're back on Washington Street on our way out to Langa. On that note, guys, that is the end of my short tour. Hopefully, guys, you have discovered part of this community, and hoping that you will enjoy the rest of the day. So have a wonderful time and a wonderful holidays in South Africa.
Thank you.
So when you go back to United Kingdom, tell the people to come down, do this typically kind of tours. Yes, we live in conditions that may not look great, but we will forever be grateful to the clients that come to our country, because what you bring, it generates an economy, and such things tend to create jobs for many South Africans that are not working.
Yep.
So I reiterate, have a wonderful time and a wonderful holidays in South Africa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bo-Kaap, it's actually the people that come from Malaysia. That's why they call them Cape Malaysia.
Okay.
When the Dutch arrived, can't remember the year, which year was that. When they arrived in South Africa, they were looking for people that could help them with the labor and all those things like a slavery.
Yep.
They went to Malaysia to take some people and they bring here.
Yep.
And they installed them here. That's why Bo-Kaap it's in Dutch. So that's why they're calling here Bo-Kaap. That is the little history of
Okay.
Bo-Kaap. So here we already in the center of Bo-Kaap.
Okay, so I've arrived in the Bo-Kaap area. So you may have heard from the description that Yannick, the driver, gave about the Bo-Kaap area. Do have a look online. It's got lots more information you can find there. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk through the area now, take some pictures and take some recording as well. It's a nice area. I mean, it's super colorful, like it says. Like you'll see from pictures, I'm sure, on Instagram, other videos that other people have of it. Every different house is a different color, bright, bold. So here's some art behind me, which is nice. So I'm guessing it's a reflection of. So what is this? Is this your art? No. Yeah. Okay. What is this showing? Sorry.
It's like township painting.
The township painting. Okay, that's what I thought. So I just came from the Langa Township. Is Langa shown on here at all?
Just a general township.
Oh, this is just. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this isn't a specific township. It's just one that you've imagined. Okay. So how did you? So what's your name?
I'm Brian.
Brian. Nice to meet you, Brian. I'm Korede. I'm from London.
Thanks.
It's your brother? Yeah. I'm from London, the UK. Nice, yeah, where are you from?
I live on the corner there.
Okay.
I was born here, raised here, everything.
Cool, nice. Alright, so they've got some street stalls as you walk along this area. I guess they realize that they have a lot of tourists coming through, so they have a lot of opportunity to get people to buy stuff. But yeah, this is just general neighborhood. People live here, they work here. It's just part of their daily life, really. I guess it'd be a bit like walking through a certain area in London, except you don't get weather like this every day. That's for sure. Right, so I'm walking back down the street. I want to see a good place to get a picture. I think I know a couple of them. So I'm wearing blue today, so I'm gonna go and stand up against the blue house, because you know, it's very simplistic that way. So some kind of arts. So I've seen a couple of the signs around, protect Bo-Kaap heritage status. I'm guessing that it's a concern for this neighborhood.
The Bo-Kaap is a definite must-see when you come to Cape Town. The colours of the houses, their boldness, their brightness, their beauty. It just goes to show you, once people have an opportunity to express themselves, the uniqueness that you can see, and the architecture combined with the colours and the decorations and the people really makes this a cultural area, an area to behold and take in.
Okay, so I'm finished now with the tour of the Langa Township and Bo-Kaap as well. I found the information that they provided about both really, really educational and informative about part of the history and culture of South Africa and how it's really diverse, past political situation, and how that's kind of resulted in a lot of the townships that are dotted around the country. What was interesting was that when I was in the Langa tour, the Langa Township tour, I wasn't allowed to actually leave the car to, you know, take pictures or do any kind of videography, and that was because the tour guide and the driver both said it wasn't safe to do so. So I wasn't able to get any. So that's why all of the information you'll see in this video is just me in the car. So taking videos whilst listening to them talk. So it wasn't exactly what I expected. I did want to actually get out of the car, step foot outside of the car and see what it was really like in the township. But yeah, safety has been an ongoing theme that I've come across in South Africa, or lack of safety. So I asked a lot of people who I was traveling, who had traveled to South Africa before me, about, you know, how to be safe in South Africa, or they warned me to be safe in South Africa. So this is what I've got 3-4 more days. Touch wood, nothing happens at the time before I leave, but yeah, I've got 3-4 more days before I go back to the UK. And if I'm honest, I haven't seen any situations. I've had my camera out on the street often.
Recordings are allowed in the store.
Okay. So I'm in the hotel room now at the moment. Safety's been something people have talked about here in Cape Town, in South Africa in general. I haven't had any issues yet. Touch wood again, as I said, I hope I don't have any issues. I've been walking around with my camera out. Sometimes I leave the camera in front of me on a tripod so I can take pictures of myself. So if you look on my Instagram, where you can see pictures from Bo-Kaap and from other parts of my Cape Town trip, you'll be able to see that a lot of those pictures were taken when I put the camera on a tripod and then use the self-timer to take the pictures. So I've been traveling by myself. I haven't had any issues, but I do understand the safety and security thing that people talk about in South Africa, Africa in general. But if I'm honest, I can't really talk about this because it's not something I have experience in, but it is something that anywhere you travel, you should always take your safety and security to be of top priority. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from that. I was in a supermarket called Spar. Spar is one of the number of different supermarkets they have here in South Africa, in Cape Town in particular. So I've been going to Spar quite a bit because it's near to the hotel, New King's Hotel, where I'm staying here. So I just go downstairs out of the hotel and it's on the ground floor, which is fantastic, super convenient. Prices are good. You know why I go there? I go to get water. Stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated. Yeah, so that was what. And a few other supermarkets that I've been to are Checkers, and they also have ShopRite, which I haven't been to here in Cape Town or Johannesburg or South Africa in general, but I have been to when I've gone to Nigeria, and I love ShopRite. So I'm assuming the one here is pretty much the same as the one in Nigeria, except maybe they don't have some of the food that you might find in the one in Nigeria, and vice versa. I thought I would show you some of the stuff that I purchased because you might find it interesting. So here goes. I really only purchased one thing, and that was this Twinings Pure, how do you pronounce it? Rooibos tea. Yep, so an aunt of mine saw that I was here in South Africa because I've been posting online, she's on my social media, and asked if I could get her some of this, which I don't know if it's good because I haven't had one, but I have actually been drinking a bit of tea here in Cape Town and in South Africa in general, which I don't usually do. I usually just stick to water. That's my main drink. But the tea here, I think, is actually meant to be really, really good. So the one that I've been having, and the hotel provides for free, is this Ceylon blend with my breakfast, and I really, really like it. It's just got a really good natural taste to it. If you can, from the teas that I've had, I think this is the best ones, amongst the best that I've had, this Ceylon blend. So yeah, you can just get this at breakfast for me. So I might take a bunch back with me to London just because YOLO, why not? It's free, given that I've paid for everything here. So, and when I asked the hotel about recommendations for tea, they said this is one, and I could take it when I want to. So I will. And then this is the version that a version of the same kind of tea that my aunt wanted. That's just the Rooibos one, but by a different company. So this one's the 5 Roses one. Is it 5 Roses? Yep, 5 Roses. And I've got to my aunt the pure, well, not the pure, yeah, the pure one, but it's the Twinings one. So hopefully she enjoys it. Yeah, so that's it. I just thought I'd share that with you, let you know that I've been doing a little bit of shopping, not for myself, just for my aunt. I don't really buy things when I travel these days, except for fridge magnets, which I should actually look out for. I do like to collect fridge magnets, give them to family, friends, maybe, and just put some up for myself. I'm heading to Robben Island today, so I'm looking forward to that. It's my second to last day. I don't really think I'm going to do anything else after this Robben Island cruise. Maybe just take some pictures in the local area, and then that will be it.
We trust that your journey and experience of Robben Island will be a meaningful one. Thank you.
Whenever I take a boat trip, I always make a point of getting up from my seat, looking around and taking in the scenery, because you may only have this chance once. And as you can see, the view to Table Mountain is amazing. The view of the ocean is amazing. So I'm very grateful to have had this opportunity, and I hope you enjoy it as well.
Okay, so we've arrived and we're just docking now. The journey here was fantastic. I mean, the view of Table Mountain behind us as we were traveling away from it to Robben Island was just mesmerizing. Honestly, I got caught up with it. Everybody was out trying to look at it from the outside. You can see Robben, you can see Table Mountain right behind us over there. But yeah, this is the dock. Okay, so I've gotten off the boat now, and now we're walking to the bus where there's going to be a tour guide. But yeah, look at this scenery behind me. That's the boat there, and this is just a large open expanse of water, which I love.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. Let's try again. Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Sounds much more better. Welcome to Robben Island Museum. My name is Pumeze, and I'll be your tour guide for today, telling you more about this beautiful destination of Robben Island. What's going to happen is today you will have two parts of the tour. The first part of your tour, you will visit the historical sites around the island with the bus. After you're done with the historical sites, you will meet the ex-political inmate that was in prison in the island. He's going to take you inside the prison and tell you more about the prison. Before we start, did you check your tickets carefully? Because when we're done with these two tours, everyone will be sleeping in the prison for today. Please make sure that you check your prison number at your back of your ticket in the corner. Okay, I'm joking about that. Next to me, this is my colleague, Andre. Andre will be driving us to these historical sites around the island. Can you please say hi to everyone?
Hello.
Okay, the name Robben Island comes from the Dutch phrase "cel." Robben Island was closed as a prison in 1991. It was opened as a museum in 1997. The island covers the area of 578 hectares. In the island, we have animals such as springbok, fellow deers, mountain snakes, penguins, toy. If we're lucky enough, we might see these animals around the island. But if we don't see them today, for sure, tomorrow morning, we will see a lot of them. Robben Island Museum was not used as a prison only. During the time 17th and 18th century, it was also used by Dutch as a place of banishment. They banished political prisoners from Malaysia, Indonesia, and India. On your right hand side, with this green roof dome on top, this is called the Kramat. It's one of the holy Muslim shrine. It was built for Prince Madura that was being banished in the island during 1744. The Kramat was built by the prisoners themselves in order to commemorate the death of Prince Madura in the island.
They gave us a 15-minute break, so views.
The only message that I would love to leave you with is forgiveness is the most important tool in life. Without forgiveness, there is no progress in life. Even me today, I will not be doing what I'm doing if there was no progress in this country. History is history. It's something that we must never be ashamed of. It's something that we must learn from it and make sure that we build this country from it. Unity needs everyone. On my side, I just want to say thank you. Enjoy your second part of your tour. Bye.
That's how they slept on the floor for 15 years.
So the rest of the tour was looking around the prison, seeing where Nelson Mandela was kept in captivity. That's the end of this vlog as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learnt a lot. It was an amazing experience. Do visit Cape Town if you have the opportunity. See you next time. Subscribe, like, comment.